very much, Karen. I'm hoping not to look at my shades the first time I haven't done a PowerPoint, so now in the big leagues. But yeah, it's been really cool. There's been a lot of different stories, a lot of different angles on the whole motivation thing. For me, I'm going to try and take it down a different path of like actual tools that we can try and use. So I'll start with me. My name is Pearson. I'm 24. I'm the founder and director of the OLY initiative, publicly known as OLY Clothing. I started OLY Clothing whenever I was studying at the University of Ulster, Jordanstown. I was doing a health physiology degree. Health, wellness, fitness kind of was my passion before business, and it always has been. I was very lucky that Mum got me into that from a very young age. So yeah, it was whenever we were studying the topic of cardiovascular diseases and these big, huge worldwide epidemics. I think Martin was briefly touching on it. But yeah, the biggest thing was that we were learning, and one day I remember clear as day sitting in the classroom, and I think the teacher hit us with this fact, and that the World Health Organization says by 2020, 57% of all recorded deaths, that's including viruses, war, disease, anything you can name, any recorded death will be due to cardiovascular disease. And whenever you get into what cardiovascular disease is, it's the everyday things we're hearing about. It's high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, simple things. And on the flip side of that, we were also taught how to combat that, and it's the most simple thing. It's a healthy lifestyle. It's healthy nutrition. It's exercising. It's not running marathons and doing Ironmans. It's 15 minutes a day or half an hour every other day. It's trying to get your fruit and veg, trying to eat whole foods and stuff like that. So it's very, very simple in essence, but it's also 75 or just over 75% of the NHS's health bill, which we all know the pressure that it's under, we all know the waiting times that we're in. So imagine we had 75% more budget to spend on everything else. So the interesting thing about this was, and I remember it clear as day, I was sitting in the classroom, and as soon as the teacher told me this and I came up with a whole solution in my head, I was like, shit, why is nobody doing anything about this? And that was the first time in my life that I ever felt pretty like an overwhelming sense of responsibility. Just this energy, it was like getting struck by lightning that I had to do something. And I kind of remember saying to the guy beside me, and his name was Gareth, I remember what he was wearing, and so vivid. I remember the classroom. I said, if I don't do this, who's going to do it? And what's next? Yeah, so like I said, this is the first time in my whole entire life that that I said, I'm going to do something about this, and just came with this overwhelming compellment to do it. So since then, I was 20 when I incentivized the business. We went on to start OLY Clothing, which is this here, and the company mission statement is to spread the message of health, fitness and wellness to the masses. There's many avenues of exposure as we possibly can. My dream was to essentially make it cool, make it accessible, make it fun and interesting to be involved and to be invested in a brand that is wholeheartedly trying to pursue this mission statement. We have then two years after launching the clothing brand, I came up with the OLY education incentivization, and maybe Francesca can help me out with this one. We'll get a chat after, but essentially we're going to start a free, all-inclusive education platform that, put it this way, if Granny went on, she would totally understand sleep circadian cycle, and she would understand the elements of nutrition. That's the goal. We want to make it absolutely accessible for everybody to equip themselves with information to pretty much combat all these diseases and the negative health implications. So yeah, the big thing, what I'm getting onto is, I had absolutely no experience, absolutely none in business. It was kind of a very big trial and error thing for me, but what I did develop from this big sense of responsibility was an absolute unlimited amount of potential. In the first 3 years, I went through more emotional downpours than I cared to let on, and we've nearly lost the company, nearly twice on 2 occasions we lost the company. But it's because of this complete responsibility that I've developed that you just get this unlimited potential to go out and to combat problems. And the big thing is here is like you'll see so many speakers that through the I'm very young, and there's people that have been in business for 20, 30, 40 years, and if you listen to them and you hear what they've had to overcome, you'll see that they have developed a sense of responsibility to do what they're doing. They've got this unlimited potential in what they're doing, and they do it every day, and they've done it for a long, long time. So really do take time to see what makes them them and what makes them do what they do. That I think, yeah, actually we're very near the end. So yeah, you'll see how these guys all harness their own potential and stuff. And the biggest call to action that I wanted to leave with, and this is a very short speech by the way, the one thing that I want to leave you all with is a genuine call to action, and it's the tool that I kind of use to help me develop my own motivation, and it's what hobby, what interest, what thing in your life will help you develop this sense of responsibility. Like Gary was one example. He does this to raise awareness and to get revenue to the autism charity, you know, and there's so many more examples of that in this room. And if you feel like you haven't maybe got that yet, you just got to look at your hobbies, your interests, your passions, and delve in and try to figure out something that you want to make a change at. And as soon as you find that thing, you will wholeheartedly, 100% develop a sense of unlimited potential in that thing. And that's it for me.